Hello everybody. So in this video, I'm talking about the new Sneak Spirit uploaded yesterday because people asked me to. um, so it looks to me like there was like about 17 animatronics in that video, maybe 18. I don't think it was all of them. Probably most of them, and we got to remember there's quite a few from last year that are returning as well. So it is probably most of them, but I don't think any of them were any Flashback Friday animatronics except Uncle Charlie, but he was already released, and I feel like they just threw him in because of that. Because they a lot of these animatronics did different. They have pictures of different angles and details of the animatronics, but the pictures move so fast. But there was one picture of Uncle Charlie's face, one shot of his candy bucket, and then one shot of his lollipop. But So yeah, but it was pretty cool when they first got uploaded. It was like such a huge deal because I mean they're and a lot of them look pretty creepy this year too. I mean, a lot of animatronics the past years haven't been too creepy. I think it's going to be a really good year for Spirit this year. Probably not. It's still not going to be like 2010 probably, or it's probably not going to have the same. But it's still going to be really cool compared to the last few years that we've gotten it. So it's I can tell. I mean, because like I said, some of these animatronics look really cool. But because of how fast they show the props, you had to play the video really slow to see everything, which of course we did. And so you can't tell what movement a lot of these props have. But these are all things that they're going to be revealing within the next month. And they've never done a teaser like this before either. So, anyways, now I'm probably not going to be showing these in order that they played in the video. Like, a lot of times the animatronics don't seem too creepy to me, but the way this video did, they made the animatronics seem very creepy that are coming out this year. And I don't know if the final because most of these are prototypes, so I'm wondering if the produced ones are going to look as good as the ones in this video. But I guess we'll start showing them. The first one is this, which is supposed to be, we believe to be his theme. It's like a dog, I think. um, I I'm pretty sure this is YG because it reminds me of Cerberus. It looks like it has that. It looks like fog. It's gonna have a fog machine where fog's gonna come out of the mouth, and I guess it's supposed to have two heads too. Like I said, this is not gonna be in order. There was this pig mask, or this animatronic that's wearing like a pig mask. Jack told me this was on a stick, so I don't know if this moves or if it's a static. It looks like the mouth might move on that, but it looks cool. At first, I thought, well, is this a jigsaw animatronic? I don't know. Um, there was, like I said, I'm not going in order at all. The way the video played, this is most likely Ellie Hatchet. It's basically a reskin of Rusty. So it's a girl that's gonna lift this hatchet over her head, and she shakes her head back and forth. She looks pretty cool. I want to get her and Smiling Jack this year. My Rusty's already kind of broken. If you saw my video I just recently uploaded, it's kind of sad, but whatever. I hope they improve the mechanisms on those. This is the main one that was teased a few days ago. There's this Swirly Eye clown, which a lot of people were thinking it was going to be Whack-A-Mole. I didn't think it was just because of the laugh they put in the video. It just didn't sound anything like what Whack-A-Mole sounded like. And I know that if they bring back Whack-A-Mole, they're going to make it have similar sayings or have the same sayings. It could be a different voice or sound a little different, but I mean, Uncle Charlie and Whack-A-Mole, they're not going to like change their sayings because they're known for what they say. Whereas like Flesh-Eating Zombie is just a zombie with no personality. It just moans. So it wouldn't matter what noises they make flesh eaters say, but those two clowns are definitely, and I still do think Whack-A-Mole's coming back. He was not teased in this as far as we could see, but I still think Whack-A-Mole probably is coming back. Hopefully. Be kind of sad if he doesn't, but I think his chances are pretty high though. But the thing with this clown is it has digital eyes. Oh my god, my webcam is backwards, so it's like weird. And then I didn't even notice this till Jack pointed this out to me as well. JTA Hans. He covers his face, so I think he pulls his hands away from his face, and then his eyes are lighten up. I don't even know. I don't know if maybe his head pops up too, or if he lunges. I doubt it. He probably just pulls his hands away. I don't know. I remember earlier I was thinking, what if they make a clown that's like Demonic Dahlia and Jack Straub? So far, none of these seem to have that kind of appearance. But I guess that doesn't mean that there's not going to be. But I don't know. There's this ghoul thing, which I can't tell. There's a better photo of it. Let me see. Here, it has a huge jaw. So I wonder if this is, the last year Spirit had that clown game where you throw the bean bags or whatever in the clown's mouth. I hope this isn't a game. I hope this is actually an animatronic, because that would be kind of disappointing if it wasn't. Or is this a tabletop decoration? I don't know. It looks like a techie but item, because the way the eyes light up, it kind of reminds me of Possessed Wall Hanger, but still different. Just the top part. This is the one that I thought was the creepiest. There's a shot where you can see a teddy bear, but then you can also see that it's being held, and it's being held by a little girl. And but here is the face of that animatronic. Now, a lot of people in the comments were thinking this is Lunging Lily. There is no way this is Lunging Lily. I mean, that one looks creepy. That's probably Crazy Create, because they're known for putting good details into their animatronics. And there's another girl that has the exact same face, and I was like, wait, are there two separate props, or is it the same thing? Because there's one where it looks like the same face, but it's not holding a bear. And that's this one, which looks like it's hanging. So that's not the same prop as the other one. So what people are thinking is this is a reskin of Tortured Torso, which kind of looks like it is. It looks like it'll just hang and wiggle. So that's why I think it's Crazy Create. And so the other one, I don't know what the other one does. It looks like it's standing. Maybe it lunges. I doubt it. But it looks like the head turns side to side, because in the one side view, you can see her head is turned. So I don't know if it's a roaming prop. It could be like Roman Chucky, but I hope it's not, because there was this, which people thought looks like Lurching Vampire. Then there's no way that is not Lurching Vampire. I guess I heard that it was supposed to be like an evil elf. This is the clown in the hoodie that this is being called. I don't know what to think about that one. I guess it's supposed to, people think it's supposed to rock in a chair, or I don't know. This is one of the first noticeable ones that appears. This one that is shushing. There's a girl, and then there's another shot of it like this. I'm not sure what company that would be. That would probably be either Pan Asian, Seasonal Vision. I don't even think that's Seasonal Visions. There's no way. I don't know. Probably maybe Crazy Create again. Her head turned side to side too, because I saw it in the one clip where it shows her finger. Her head was turning. It's another shot of the clown in the hoodie. And these are most likely the shoes for that prop. And then there's a zombie with like a knife through its chest or something. Like this. It kind of looks like he's wearing a bandana though. So in some shots he looks like a pirate, but I don't think he is. See, at first we thought that was Silent and Deadly just because of how he looked in this photo. Because it looked like but... And he's probably going to jerk back. I think a lot of these are probably Crazy Create. This one's definitely a Seasonal Visions one. This, it's either a towering clown, or it's one of those ones that holds something behind its back, like we saw at the Party Expo. But it's going to have something else, because it's an exclusive version, definitely. Some people thought this was Forest Demon. It's definitely not. It's actually Krampus. Um, it has Force Demon's eyes though, and this one's going to be a huge animatronic. I can tell because some of his shots, like his hands and things, are huge. See, like that is his hand. Like that's a huge hand, and then you can see his big long beard. Not sure what animation that would have. I don't think it's going to be a jump up one, but then again, Crazy Crate likes to make jump up themes, so it could be. But I would think it would like move side to side. It's definitely going to have mouth movement. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure what this is. Some people think that might be Krampus might be holding a kid. I keep saying his name wrong, but yeah, I don't know. Then there's this. There was a shot of this clown, which I think actually hides in a toy box. It's like the incinerator. And but then there's this shot, which people think is something else, but I think it's supposed to be that same clown. I don't know. I can't really tell too well. And this is assumed to be the top of the toy box for that prop. I don't know. Yeah, some of these are hard to tell. We'll end up finding out, obviously, but I don't know. I wonder which one they're going to release first. Probably the Digital Eye Clown, the one with the spinning eyes. Like, it's going by 3 names now. Digit Eyes Clown, Swirly Eyes Clown, and Peekaboo Clown. And this is just one of the shots of Uncle Charlie in there. Like I said, there's 2 others, one with his bucket and the other of his lollipop. Yeah, and then here's another shot of Krampus with his ring on his hand. And then there's this one, which this one looks really interesting. It has a wide open jaw. I guess it rises. That's what I've been told. It might be like a levitator, but this is probably Crazy Crate 2. It just has that look. Because the reason that there's not many, I don't think many of these are techie is because, well, we've seen the 2020 techie adapter, and that is at Spirit, and only Ellie Hatchet and the black and red jumping spider is on that adapter. So I don't think any of these other ones are techie, and that's why I don't know if techie has any returning Flashback Friday animatronics. Because, like I said, they're more of with Party City now, not Spirit. So that's why I don't believe any. Whenever someone comes up with a techie animatronic and they're like, bring this back, I'm like, I don't think they're going to bring that back, especially at Spirit. Oh, yeah, and then there's this, which some people are assuming is either a remake Gruesome Granny, a remake Mean Old Gramps, or I don't know. I think it might be a new prop. Because, like I said, I don't know if they showed any other Flashback Friday props in this. But it looks cool. I mean, if it was a remake Gruesome Granny, that would be cool. Because, you know me, I love Gruesome Granny. But I think that was pretty much most of them. Another picture of that. And then I think this is the last one. But then there was this, which looks like the Rapture from 2012. It was just a static caning prop from Seasonal Visions. At first, I thought it was that other prop, that Rising one, so we compared them, but it's definitely something different. And then here it is next to the Rapture. So this might be the returning 2012 prop. It's not even an animatronic. Unless they gave it movement this time. Because I remember setting up the Rapture, and that thing was a pain, because whenever you tried to hang it, the arms would always fall off. You know, some shots we have the lighting darkened or brightened so we can try to see what the prop is better. Now here's a shot which looks like thin, which you can see is, well, maybe you can't. Oh yeah, there. It looks like it's definitely blowing fog. And then there's this shot of it. So yeah, I believe that was it. So yeah, I mean, when that video first came up, that was a lot to take in. Some people are wondering, you know, well, what do we have to look forward to now that they pretty much revealed almost their entire lineup? Well, we don't know for sure, but that is probably most of them. But I know there's supposed to be many more online-only ones, though. which are probably going to be cool too. And people were also wondering, why Spirit decided to do a teaser like this, because they never usually do that. And I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that so many people keep leaking stuff to the point where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, this is what we have coming out this year. I wonder if that may be the reason why they decided to just do that video, because they are usually so secretive and just do not want to give anything away. But they here just yesterday just played a video really fast, and obviously they know people are going to slow it down and screenshot it. So now all the stuff is kind of leaked, but at least we don't know what the animatronics all do yet, the movement they have, or what they're. Some of them are named, but yeah, it's different and interesting. Like I said, a lot of the animatronics this year are very detailed though, and it's going to be interesting. Now, the video, of course, is really dark, so it makes the animatronics look creepier. But of course, when the stores open, the lights are going to be really bright. So I wonder, they're probably not going to look too creepy, just like most other animatronics. Then other animatronics that we still have returning from last year are Pennywise. We've got Pennywise coming back, and I'm glad, because Pennywise just was not available last year on display or anything. So he needs more of a chance to shine on display, and I'm kind of glad that he's getting another year. Crouchy, he's actually the main one that's coming back this year. Jack Straw, City and Scarecrow, of course, he's going to come back every year now, probably. That's what they made it sound like. Man's Possessed Friend. Um, oh yeah, and Sam from Trick or Treat, and I think that's all of them. Because I know before I said Demonic Dahlia, but I think she's moved to online only now. Bloodthirsty Betty's. I still wish Bloodthirsty Betty and Rusty had another chance, just because Bloodthirsty Betty just wasn't available at our store very much, and I think she would have still sold better if she was for display again longer. We didn't have Rusty on display at all last year, because by the time we got him, we weren't setting more stuff up, because it was kind of towards the end of the season, and we only got 3 of those. And well, they broke a lot too, because the way Spirit wanted you to set them up, they would just fall over and break. So that's the problem. I mean, that's the reason probably why he's not coming back this year, because he would have been really popular if they would have made a better spot for him, so he wouldn't have fallen over and broken. His sales would have been up more, and he could have been more of a top seller, so therefore he could have come back. It's all about what sells out first. That's how they determine what they're going to bring back. So whatever sells out first will come back the next year, which in last year's case, it was definitely Pennywise. I mean, he was, and Crouchy, they sold out like crazy last year. 2018, it was Man's Possessed Friend. He sold out right away. Back in the older days, I could list every prop that always sold out and came back the next year, because it's just a pattern. That's what they always do. But they back then used to only bring back like 2 or 3. Now they usually bring back 6. But so now, if Rusty would have sold better than Jack Straw, they would have brought him back instead of Jack Straw. But since Jack Straw sold better, they brought Jack Straw back. That's how they determined that. And I wonder how they're gonna. I'm curious where Jack Straw is going to be at in the theme this year in City and Scarecrow. I saw something else that I think Spirit might have leaked what their themes were this year. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to show or say anything, so I probably won't in this video, just to avoid any kind of conflict, because I'm not sure if it's even real or not, and if it is, if it's something that was supposed to be leaked or not, or if it's just another one of those things where Spirit's like they don't even care anymore. I think this year they're just so tired of people leaking stuff that either they just decided to give up their entire lineup, or they're doing it special because of the tough year we've had. I don't know. But I don't know. They used to be very serious about stuff getting leaked back then. And I just don't feel like that all of a sudden that would change. Because people have always leaked stuff, but is like, has this been the final straw? Have they finally given up on trying to keep things secret? I don't know. And that's not necessarily a good thing either, because that could also mean they might not do sneak peeks anymore later if it keeps getting out of hand. I don't know. I'm just rambling on because I don't know. It's just a wonder. I don't know if I'm supposed to. And most of what I'm saying, I'm really going off of what other people have said. A lot of these things I probably wouldn't have known or figured out if they weren't telling me what their opinions were. So, because, yeah. Because I didn't even know who Krampus was or Theme, to be honest with you. Okay, I can share. Like I said, I don't know if this is a theme. I guess this was an email that Spirit sent out. But it says, Spirit Halloween, coming to a town near you, Crouchy and his Twisted Circus. So that, I think, highlights kind of what that theme is. Is the theme really gonna, like, it was kind of weird, Crouchy and his circus, though. I would think Uncle Charlie more, because he's more popular and well known, and he talks. He doesn't just laugh. I don't know. That just seems weird. I know he's like, I would talk to Stranger Hunts Alex about it, and he said, I guess Crouchy owns the circus since he's the biggest and most intimidating clown that Spirit's still selling. Maybe. I don't know. I still think it would be like Uncle Charlie's circuit, but that might not even be. Because I was thinking, what if this is the name of the theme, Crouchy's circuit? You know, I don't know, but it's definitely going to be a circus probably or a carnival. Well, actually, it's probably a circus because with all those little girls and stuff, and it's something. And then there's another one below that. Don't roam the farm at night. See, so that would be where Jackstraw, Sitting Scarecrow, and here's the ones that here's the returning props that I still think are coming back for Flashback Friday. We have probably 4 left because we have 4 Fridays left, I believe. So I think Whack-A-Mole, Pumpkin Nester, Barnyard Butcher, and maybe Evil Scientist. I'm not sure about him. He would probably be online only, I have a feeling, if he does. But, Barnyard Butcher, Pumpkin Nester, Sitting Scarecrow, and Jack Straw kind of hint, a farm or something like that. But what other props would go in that theme? Because the rest is, well, probably those, probably Fiend and Krampus maybe would go in that theme. I don't know if some of those girls would go in that theme. I don't know. But I know all the clowns should probably be with the circus, because if they put some of the clowns in the farm, well, that's just throwing the whole thing off again. But yeah, I don't think they'll do that this year. I mean, it's just weird. It's just weird going from last year to having a theme that had characters that had nothing to do with the actual theme. It just didn't make sense. To this year, where the animatronics are a lot cooler and it looks like the themes are going to fit better. It's just weird going through that transition. I just feel like, this next decade, this next 10 years of Spirit, we're going to get some really good themes and good stuff. I like I said, I still think from 2010 through 2019 they were experimenting, and that's why some themes were really bad, some props were really bad. Well, there's always going to be some props that are going to be disliked, of course, but for sure themes, there was a lot of themes that were disliked over the years, but there was a lot that were really liked over the years. I mean, everyone has their own opinions on what they liked and didn't like. It's never the same, but I think Spirit has gotten more of an idea of what they need to aim towards in the future now. So, what kind of animatronics we kind of expect to see, what kind of themes you know. So, I think these next few years are going to be pretty cool. Especially, you got to remember that 2013 was Spirit's 30th anniversary. That's when they had Whack-A-Mole and all that stuff, because it said on each display Spirit Halloween 30 years. So in 2023, they're going to do something really special again. So they're doing something special this year. They're definitely going to do something really special in 2023 too. And if Whack-A-Mole doesn't come back this year, that just goes back to my Uncle Charlie video where I was talking about that he's going to come back in 2023 for sure. But he's probably still going to come back this year. Because I don't know, with all these other clowns and stuff, why wouldn't he? They bring all the popular clowns and a bunch of new clowns out, but let's forget about this popular clown. No, I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if that'd be a smart move or not. But because they made a lot of money on Uncle Charlie already. But if they bring Uncle or Wacky back this year, oh, I think this is going to be Spirit's biggest selling year. They're going to probably make the most money this year. And I'm excited for Barnyard Butcher. I hope the new Barnyard Butcher, if he is coming back, he doesn't look too different from the original, because I don't have the original either. So I don't want him to look too different. His sound quality will be upgraded, which would be great, because the sound quality on the original sucked. Wacky Mole, I hope if he does come back, he doesn't look a lot different either. He doesn't need a moving mouth. If his eyes spin, that'll be cool, but I just don't want them to change, the clothing too much. I just want it to be pretty similar, because I don't have the original Wacky Mole either. Because if they change them a lot, then that means I'm still going to want to try to get the originals too, so that doesn't decrease their value any, the old ones. Even though the newer ones are more upgraded and up to date on technology, I don't think it changes the value on the old ones. Maybe in some people's eyes it does, but I don't know. There's a lot of people out there that go for original themes. The first version. And that's with any collector. I mean, there's people that collect old phones, old fans, not new fan. It is kind of except with Halloween decorations. Because without the original version, the newer version wouldn't exist. So therefore, the original version isn't going to lose its value. I mean, I still am hearing off and on, people are now, people always wanted Spirit to bring back Uncle Charlie, and now that they did, people are actually bashing the old one because of how bad and low quality and how boring it was, but it's like, it's still the original, and I don't know, I don't know what to feel yet between the two Uncle Charlies. I do like the original. It's hard for me to consider them the same character, almost, in a way, because there's so many differences between the two. I just have more of nostalgic memories with the old one, with the way the audio sounded on the old one. It just kind of, I mean, I never cared for him. Obviously, that's why I probably never got him. I mean, all he did was turn his head constantly, and it's just. But still, I still think there's a lot of people that are gonna prefer the old original over the new one. And the newer, I'm not saying even the new one's bad. It's still good, but it's just. I'm just saying, but because of how different the two of them are, um, I think the value still stays the same between the two, even though a lot of people are gonna prefer the newer one over the older one. I don't know, because like that Uncle Charlie is where it originated from, so therefore he can't really be forgotten or anything like that. Like Flesh Eating Zombie, when Spirit released that new one, there was a lot of people I saw in the comments who said they didn't even know that was an animatronic that existed in 2011. But yeah, I don't know. All I can say is my money's gonna be fucked this year. It's gonna be a crazy year. I have no idea what I'm gonna want to buy yet, because like I said, that teaser didn't really show much, just kind of what we are getting and what the animatronics are gonna somewhat look like, not what they do. But I have a feeling, since I'm the kind of person that usually likes almost all animatronics, pretty much all of them are gonna end up in my collection somehow. But there's still other things I want to get. I need a new dead wood, because I need to have. I just feel like I need to have those trees working, because there's not a lot of tree animatronics, and I just have 2 deadly roots now, but I don't have a working dead wood. So I feel like it's very necessary for me to get another dead wood. I still need to get another possessed wall hanger, because she's a very unique one that other animatronics I have are not like. I know the harvesters, but possessed wall hanger is way creepier. Like, I mean, the list goes on and on. It doesn't end. Like I said, Smiling Jack. Hopefully, I can get him this year. I know he ain't going to be on Spirit, maybe online only, but I don't think so. He's probably going to be at Party City or something like that. Hopefully he's a little cheaper than Rusty, because I don't want to pay a full $200 for another one that's just going to break when he touches its arms. But at least Smiling Jack comes with a chair. At least that's what the description says. I still want to get Blood Brothers because they're really cool. They're unique. I mean, Blood Brothers are the zombies themselves just look really cool. I'd want the new flesh eating zombie just to go with them. I'm gonna be buying Eric So 2000's lurching zombie because mine's fried. It doesn't work at all anymore. So probably what I'm gonna do with my fried one is use his poles. Because remember, my limb ripper's poles ended up snapping, so I can use those poles for limb ripper. So I can get him up and running this year. And then the part that lurches the zombie, I can use that on the looming strawman that I bought, the store display that was broken. So only the arms go out, it doesn't lunge, so I can replace that piece with lurching zombies piece. So we'll have 3 working looming strawmans. The only reason I want to fix that display one is because it lurched a lot quicker than the other ones. Like its body used to lunge really far, and it moved a lot faster than the others I've seen. If you watch my 2018 videos when it was in stores, you'll see what I mean. Like it lunged far and fast. And no, I did not have the spring on the back disconnected because I know on those when you disconnect the springs they lunge fast and far, but no, his spring was still connected and it still lunged like that. Anyways, I think that I'm done with this video. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And so yeah.